Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and I want to go through one of our automated strategy builders. I've got a great looking strategy that I've developed now. I actually posted this in the enterprise membership on the 5th of January, and I want to go through the days since then, the winners and the losers, and understand where it could be better if I would use semi-automated, so I can use it and switch it on and off if I am too close to support and resistance zones and things like that. So we have these tools on the bottom, on the side here, where we can switch things on and off, and we can flatten and all that sort of stuff. But auto entries off would mean it just doesn't work, even though we are within. If I just move this, you see the grey candle, the grey bar here at the bottom. This is the time in which I've optimized is good for trading on the roller coaster ASB. So it's on a Unirenko 135 on copper, and it's behaving extremely well. I just want to pull up the strategy performance report since the 5th of January. I'm making this video on the 15th. And so we have, we look at the number of trades, 56 trades in that amount of time, only a 67% or 68% win rate, but that's not bad when you're having an average losing trade of $68, but an average winning trade of $120. So we are getting a good, reasonably good win percentage. This could be made better by actually monitoring this and switching it on and off when we're in or close to support and resistance zones. And I'm going to put the links in for the sophisticated trader so you can understand a little bit more about the automated strategy builders, 3 different strategies, and there is a membership as well, but also then a link for the guardian zones, the automated support and resistance zones as well. So profit factor 3.73 is fantastic. Max drawdown $469. That could hurt some people, but in reality, in the 10 days or two trading weeks, we've had $3,357 profit trading one contract. This is a great strategy. It needs constantly monitoring and optimizing though, but there's only certain times in the day when it trades. So we can see, if I now go to the actual strategy itself in the back end, we can see certain times of the day. So it only trades Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays between 9 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. and then again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. This is all EST. 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. is that hot time for the European session. So what does it look like on the chart? It basically takes the trades itself, puts, when we're optimizing these strategies, we say a maximum range from stop to entry. The algo actually recognizes those particular signals, and then it will enter those signals and go short all the way down here in this case until it hits a trailing stop, bounces off that zone look, and then takes the profit. We then come back up. If we look here, we see this short was just about break even. This long was a loser, but then it went another long and it was a winner. Wherever we see these trading stops, we can see we've got a winner here, a little short, and then a monster winner. Okay, now if we're using this in a semi-auto mode, it will take its trades as long as you allow it to. So you could just literally switch that on and it will trade. If we're going short into support here and there's not enough fresh air, not enough risk to reward, stop, entry, there's about 1-to-1. If we're not happy with that, when it comes into the middle of this range, we could actually just switch that off or switch shorts off. Really, really simple. Down on that right hand side, very, very simple. Comes back down, takes out the trailing stop. We leave the longs on because there's lots of fresh air. Works out really well. Goes now into the time where it is dormant because it won't take any trades because we've optimized that. Down on the bottom here, we can see that first day made about $1,300. That is your P&L for the roller coaster or ASB. So we can move along now for the next trading session. If just move along here. So this one's pretty good in that we get these longs and shorts and we're really hugging this support and resistance zone. And this is sort of a 9 a.m. EST to 11:30. Again, we can see our profit continuing. We get some break-even trades here, which is pretty, pretty standard, pretty normal stuff. Get some small winning trades, but they're all accumulating to get to that profit there. And then we move along to the next day. Again, not every day is a winning day, but as you've seen from the performance report, we get some really, really good results over, it's just a 10-day period. Remember, only trades 3 days a week. So we've got to move this along quite a bit until we get to the next one. So I've got this from the 5th of January to the 15th of January. Just going to move this along until we get to the next trading day. Here we go. So we can just adjust that slightly so we can see all of those. So again, very simple. The next trading day, we get a short winner. We get a long winner. We don't take that short at this point. I think really that is because it's over the amount of ticks for a safe trade. Even though it was a winner, we have to have rules. Winner, 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 winner. So, really good session there. And then later in the day, it will trade again, remember, because that was a European session. So this one was pretty flat session. There was this is a flat trade. This one was a little winner, flat trade. So this wasn't a phenomenal session, but we worked out okay. We got a couple of winners in there and some flat trades. We again go to the next trading day, just trying to find the losing day. Here we go. So in this case, in this situation, we got a flat, then we got a loser, then we got another loser, and then all of a sudden we hit our max loss for the day. And it will not take any more trades because it's what we call, it's not in a groove. Okay, it won't, it's there. So we've got that max loss set. So even with that max loss taken on that day, with those performance reports, you can still see we are quite profitable with this profit that we've actually optimized. And again, there's a full training boot camp to show you how to optimize these. But I would say copper is one of the really good ones performing at the moment. So it won't trade again, you see, until we actually get to the next day. And then we ought to wait for that open. We get a flat trade. And then we get a really good short between the zones. Really fantastic. Remember, the zones aren't part of the ASB. They're a separate indicator to help us. So, when we're going up into this big resistance zone on multiple time frames, the 30, the 15 minute, we understand if we start to come back down from there, an entry short's really good. Again, the long failed. At this point, short was a great winner. The long failed. The short, and this is where this comes in. If I get in the short into support, I would not take that trade. Even though it's a slight loser, I wouldn't take that trade. So at this point here, if I'm in this support, I can just switch shorts off, with this control panel on there, and it will only take longs coming out. Okay, we're out of the trading session again. We can re-optimize and look at these sort of times on these days and think, actually now it's in the groove on those days, and we can change that optimization, save the template and let it trade again. That's something you should do each week, but I've let this run for 2 weeks and it's pretty good. So this day we had a losing trade here, flat, losing trade here, and then the day was made back with a big winning short here and a winning short there. And again, there was some good trades between these zones as well. Really great looking trade here, long and short. You see here again, this is a prime example where an automated strategy is fantastic, and we have got a great way of optimizing these. But still, you would not be shorting into support. So at this stage on the right there, shorts would be off. We would only be interested in the longs. This short that was break even here, we wouldn't take it because we're not shorting into support. We're only interested in longs. When we get the long trade that takes us away from that support zone, we can switch shorts back on again because we've got some fresh air, and it works and it goes long, and then so on and so forth. And then if we go right up to the end where we've had this week, so remember that was a Friday. We don't trade on a Fridays. It only trades on the last day would be a Thursday. So let's move back to there. There we go. So this is the last trading day before the end of the week that we just discussed anyway. So that was the Thursday. And again, that was a reasonably good trading day. $3,357 profit since the 5th of January to the 15th of January. So 2 trading weeks. Remember, we only trade 3 days a week with this optimized strategy, and all of those ASBs on the links down below come with full training boot camps to show you how to optimize. If you only want one of them, that's fine. You can lease it. If you want all 3, you can join the enterprise membership on the link, and you get constant support, help. You get myself and Federico putting these strategies together and sort of sharing those templates with you. So check out the links below. It's a great strategy builder, really for sophisticated traders, because you can't just fire and forget any auto trader because market conditions change. So you need to understand what's happening, and you need to run those reports and re-optimize when necessary. Again, part of the enterprise membership, we do that with you.